Well, the grid has always had to deal with these redundancies and fail-safes. It typically takes pretty extreme weather events to threaten the stability of the grid. That's why we have typically overbuilt power plants for the grid. What we're seeing with some of these hyperscale data centers, if they think they need 1 gigawatt of power, or about a million people's worth of constant power, they'd like to show up to a 2 gigawatt power plant, say 2 nuclear reactors, one running at every time, even during the brief refueling outages in the spring or fall in the United States. So what we're seeing the data centers wanting is about double the available power if that's what they think can help them run without any stoppage. In general, with these data centers, they want to run every second of the time. That's a perfect fit for the electricity grid because we have cities that have been running for 100 years constantly, every second matched exactly on the grid. The data centers are just like adding a few new metropolises overnight, and that means they want the same nuclear power that has been powering American cities.
Mark, again, controversial, especially in a country like Japan, but do you think nuclear is an option that can fuel the data center build out here in Asia?
Without a doubt. In Japan, what we're seeing is that despite the terrible triple meltdown at Fukushima Daiichi just 13 years ago, nuclear plants that were closer to the epicenter of the earthquake are going to start up by the end of the month. That's right. Japan is restarting nuclear plants due to the urgency of needing this power, even as the people of Japan are struggling to understand how to feel about nuclear restarts. I think leadership in Japan knows it's an imperative, and the people are following along, and they keep electing leaders who turn on nuclear plants. China is building nuclear plants up and down its coastlines, and what we're seeing is a wave of countries in Southeast Asia rethink their anti-nuclear strategies to embrace nuclear. It remains to be seen whether they get to nuclear fast enough to handle this coming load of data centers.